Hey guys, what is going on? This is Zip of RageQuitTV. Gonna be casting a game between Stephano and Squirtle. Squirtle spawning as the blue Protoss from Team Startail, and Stephano spawning as the red Zerg from Team Millennium. He is over in Korea. Well, not anymore. He is at the Home Story Cup drinking a lot. But Stephano was in Korea. He didn't try out for the Code A or... Well, he didn't try out for the Code A because you can't try out straight for Code S, to my knowledge, because, well, he just didn't want to stay in Korea too long. He was there for some practice. Stephano is one of those players that a lot of people just don't get because he is so ridiculously good at this game. But he said he may retire very shortly to pursue his career path as a doctor. He is just doing StarCraft to get some money for his schooling, which is very admirable of him. But many people, they're selfish, and, well, they want him all to themselves. They want to see more Stephano games because many people believe that Stephano is the best foreign Zerg. And, well, people like In Control have learned not to diss Stephano because before the IPL, In Control was kind of down-talking Stephano, saying things like, well, his play is a little bit gimmicky, and many people still say his play is gimmicky just because he plays unique. And at the Home Story Cup, he said he doesn't enjoy watching StarCraft 2. And it's not because he doesn't like the game. It's because his play, he doesn't want it to be influenced by anyone else because he is so unique. He is one of the few Zergs that will almost always go for 3 hatcheries before a lair. And, that is very unique, especially in ZVP. He can defend a lot of all-ins with just pure lings. Doesn't even need speedlings, as you will see how late he gets his gas in almost every single game. He's going to be taking his natural right around 16 supply. He does go for a pool first. We do have Squirtle going for a Forge Fast Expand. There we go. That hatch does start at the 16 supply. The probe is going to come down. Is he going to decide to cannon rush it? No, because he knows that spawning pool just about done, and that would not do that much damage. Stephano is going to be getting a queen at 15. So after he threw down that hatch, he built one Overlord, and that is it. And now the queen does start. He is getting a Zergling to take out this one probe. And we'll see if he goes for his third hatch. Does he scout it's a Forge Fast Expand? No, he doesn't yet. But if he does know this is the Forge Fast Expand, I know he will immediately throw down a hatch because he has mastered the art of not building any units besides drones until he absolutely has to. It'll be like 7 minutes of the game. You'll be like, Stephano has 2 lings. This could be bad. Warp Gates is about halfway done. And then the Roach one pops at like 7:30 and 20 Roaches go in production. Like, oh, he's got this. He's hoping that his opponent goes to all in him because he is going to be building a lot of units as he's been doing nothing but droning for the first 7 minutes and 30 seconds of the game. Normally it's around that 7:30 mark that he starts building those lings. This one ling going around to scout. And, where is that one probe? Oh, there it is. Hiding off in a corner. The ling finds it before I can. And the probe will be making his way back to base. There is only one ling attacking it. The other one, of course, on this one watchtower. And Squirtle, what is he... Okay. That was a little bit odd. I thought he was going to gear up to take a very fast third base, but no. This probe just going to scout. Maybe thinks he's playing against cats and there's a proxy hatch somewhere. I don't really know. A Zealot is going to be coming out, though. Cybernetic Export just about finished. And we have this one ling going to be backing off the probe because the probe does get up to the ramp where there is a cannon. The cannon will take out a ling in just 2 shots. The Zealot is going to come, and the ling does manage to get away just in time. You can see Stephano still just droning up. 6 drones in production. He has just about finished his third base, and Squirtle has seen that third base, so it looks like he is going to be trying to put a pressure on by moving out one Zealot and a Stalker, and he is going for a Stargate, which I don't know if I agree with because this hatch is done before the 6-minute mark, which is when that Stargate does start, which means there's going to be anti-air for Stephano. So we'll see what Squirtle is doing. He may be doing like a Stargate and 3 gates, or maybe Stargate and 4 gates, or maybe just a gateway Stargate pressure, basically using the gateway units to take out the Spore Crawler and Queen that will be there for anti-air. And then the Void Ray will be able to do a lot of damage. That Stargate now just about done. The Zealot and Stalker are out, and Stephano builds just enough to deal with this. Sends the ling straight onto this one Stalker, and gonna try to just chase this all day. While the Zealot, he's fine with that. The Zealot does beat a Queen in a 1-on-1 fight, But the Queen with micro and drone support will easily take out a Zealot without any losses. There we go. The drones attack this one Zealot. The Queen gonna be taking that out, and Stephano gonna go back to droning. He is getting an Evo chamber right now as he goes up this ramp. Doesn't see any sentries. So he starts that evolution chamber because he knows a Stargate will be coming. The Protoss is doing something with his gas, and since he doesn't see a sentry there, he's like, okay, it's another Stalker. Very odd to go one Zealot and then two Stalkers, so realizes the gas is going somewhere. Probably a Stargate, which in this case, it's a double Stargate, and Stephano could be in a lot of trouble as this one Void Ray is going to take out the Overlord. No more scouting missions for Stephano right now. Actually, he does have this one washed out with a few lings, but also, keep in mind, Stephano defend against that one Zealot, and one Zealot, one Stalker with minimal amount of Zerglings, and went back to droning. His Roach one just about done at 8:20. And as I did say, the warp gate normally finishes around 8:30, but in this case it may be a little bit delayed. No, it's just finished now. He hasn't whooped in any units, it looks like, as he does have two more Void Rays on the way. Stephano does take, Squirtle does take away Stephano's scout on that one watchtower. So Stephano may be thinking, okay, he is going for some type of Void Ray gateway play. But in reality, there are two more Void Rays behind this. Stephano only has one Spore Caller and one Queen to defend against three Void Rays, and now two Phoenix. This is going to be very bad for Stephano. He is getting four Spore Callers right now. This Queen is going to get lifted up. She is going to be taken out, but oh my god, so many Spore Callers in production. We have 8 Spore Callers on the way, and now Spore Callers are going to be coming up from the natural to go and burrow at the space. Of course, Spore Callers finish a lot quicker than Spore Callers that are being made, and now the Spore Callers are going to be coming out to take kills with this. And Stephano does a lot of cancels. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cancels, all about 57 minerals. And how much does Spore Callers cost? I believe, going back, sorry about that, 75, so 57. Let's see, each one of those is 18. So that is a decent amount of minerals lost, but he does get to keep his third base. Now Spore Callers are going to be rearranged just to go in opposite position. As you did see, Stephano kind of just spam click those Spore Callers all around. That one Void Ray may go down. It's going to be microed back. It looks like the Spore Caller does fall. The Void Ray does have to go back as the Spore Caller is now blowing. And it does go back, but stays within range. Doesn't go down, up to 31 HP left. And Stephano has a lot of roaches that he's just going to go to attack Squirtle with. Squirtle does have 3 sentries now and a Stalker, getting another pylon back here. So he doesn't have one pylon powering his 3 cannons. Very nice idea for Squirtle, avoiding the Artosis pylon before it happens. We do have +1 weapons just about done. Those roaches going to come in, try to pick off what they can. See, they ran up the ramp, try to kill the Stalker. Probably was hoping that was a sentry up close and personal here, trying to micro on that ramp to take out this gateway, but 2 force fields do come down. The gateway does fall, and now this Forge going to be in trouble. Stephano's going to go down on the low ground, but realizing he doesn't have any vision of that one Forge to take it out. So the Forge does finish his +1 weapons. Gateway wants to be produced, but the sentries on hold position do block the probe. And now Squirtle going to be moving his unit so he can get this out, but maybe this is a complete wall anyways. The sentries can't make it their way through this one pylon and cannon, it looks like. Stephano going to be droning back up. It looks like 56 drones to 55 probes. These Void Rays and Phoenix now doing damage to the natural, taking out the Spore Callers. This Spore Caller is going to go down. This one does finish, but not within range. All of these Overlords are going to be falling. More Spore Callers are being made. And the Overlords do stack to make it very hard to start chugging them down. Queen does come, but those 3 Overlords may just fall, but actually it looks like Squirtle not too concerned about that. Roach is coming into this natural, trying to take it out. Takes out that Stop Deadpool, which is going to be used. We do have Squirtle now just restarting to build that. The Warp Gate is done, but that does mean that Squirtle can't build any more Stalkers or Sentries for the time being. So the Void Ray does come back to deal with these roaches. Burrow is complete by the roaches, so they can just burrow and stay safe while this also heal up. And I do like that play by Stephano to get Burrow. You generally don't see it in CVP, but he knows there's no anti-Burrow unit out, which is the Observer. He knows it wasn't out early just because the Void Ray play, the double Void Rays, is going to really delay this Burrow facility, so Stephano does get Burrow. if Phoenix do come in his middle line, he could just burrow them. And additionally, the Roach Bow is very good, and now Squirtle, he can't get an Observer. He needs those production cycles to get Portals out, which deal with Roaches. But Stephano right now, not teching away from Roaches one bit. He is just going more and more Roach heavy, as he has 29 Roaches out on the map, which is 40... now 66 supply in Roaches. Which is, I believe, a little bit too many. Just massing Roaches. Really needs to get like a Spire up, maybe Infestation Pit and go Roach Infestor, which Damaga loves doing. He has done very well with Roach Infestor, but we have Stephano just staying with Roaches very late into this game, and now he is going out to put on pressure. Maybe he knows, well, the sentry count is very high, so, I mean, what are these Roaches going to really do? They may be able to take out this third base as all these units are out of position. If they go up this ramp, does he have Tunneling Claws? He does have Tunneling Claws, so this one base is definitely going to go down. The fourth heroes do come, but the Roaches will just burrow, go underneath everything, and now they'll have a great concave. Well, no, they won't have a good concave because they won't have range. Thanks to the building here, they should probably just go and attack the Nexus. They're going to be taking out this one pylon to take care of the cannon, and now those warpings won't be happening. The Roach is going to come in, take out this one Nexus, and at the same time, Stephano is getting forces in the back. He may try to sandwich Squirtle, but Squirtle just has way too many units. What is Stephano going to be doing? He is building 19 more Roaches, now going to be going in from the back. I don't know why. These Roaches are just going to be going to their death. So they're going to be going up into this natural, trying to delay the force as much as possible. This isn't that many Roaches. It is one less now, but two less. This cannon's doing quite a bit of damage. These probes screwing with the AI of the Roaches. They can take out another additional one thanks to those probes. And now those are going to be going down, but Stephano does just run up into the main. He has killed now 6 probes and that one expansion. He's going to go try to take out this Robo Bay while the Silver Lance is being researched. That is not going to be going down. The Roaches still trying to take out that Robo Bay, but won't be falling. Squirtle will be going into Colossus play. And Colossus with the sentries from Squirtle is just going to be so good. We have a lot more units now streamlining across the map. Going into this unit station, we have... how many sentries out? Only 4. So a lot of sentries have gone down, which is very good for Stephano. He's going to try to clean up all these gateways and the cannon. While Squirtle, he is going to be getting more units. And if he leaves to try to take this out, the Lings can always run by and go into his natural and main. So it looks like Squirtle is just going to sacrifice those few warp gates and that cannon. And Squirtle going to be pulling back, just taking whatever damage he can. Squirtle is around 200 supply. I mean, Stephano around 200 supply, while Squirtle only at 128. And oh my god, this is so many queens. 9 queens out for Stephano. So many of them with energy to transfuse. I'm kind of surprised he doesn't have as many creep tumors out on the map with all those queens out. With some great transfuses, his army may be pretty scary, but it's going to be very hard to transfuse against the army that Squirtle is going to have with those Immortals and Colossus. Again, those Immortals will be doing 55 damage versus armored units. Roaches will die in 3 hits. That's all it takes. The Roaches are at 2-0. This gateway composition is at 1-1 for Squirtle. And now Squirtle's going to be taking his 3rd Nexus. We do have this hatch going up for Squirtle. And Colossus is coming out. I think I missed a Warp Prism. That hatch was up. I completely missed a Warp Prism coming and taking this hatch out with Zealots. We have a lot more macro hatches going on for Stephano. And 2 Colossus with this army. This is definitely going to be very strong. Going the Worker kills, we do have Squirtle taking out 5 drones, while Stephano takes out 11 probes. And the Warp Prism now going to be coming out, and the Phoenix right here to see this 4th base. And again, I'm pretty sure that 4th base was down, and it got taken out by a Warp Prism. Maybe it didn't. Maybe I'm seeing things and I didn't miss anything. But oh well, we'll go back into this. This is still a lot of Roaches for Stephano. 52 Roaches now versus this Gateway Ball. There are 3 clogs here. And there we go. They're going to be going to attack these Roaches. But at the same time, we do have a run by of Lings. So these Roaches are just trying to keep the army in place as those Lings do run into the main and going to be taking out a lot of probes. You do see that count going up 18. And looks like it stops here and say it's going up, but he has built a lot of spine cores in the meantime. He has, it looks like, more spine cores than I care to count it. 15 spine cores up at his natural. This wing's now going into the natural to take out more probes, but 45 probes to 57 drones. There are 2 extractors now going up for Stephano at this one base. And I heard a warp prism, I thought. Warp prism with zealots now going in to attack this one base, so maybe Stephano will easily be able to deal with this just because of all the macro hatches, but he is at 200 supply, so he can't build any units. Zealots are going to be landing, we're going to be warping in. The Zealot's going to be taking out that Squirtle, now going to go in for this one hatch. And I think this is going to be the second time this fell. Maybe I missed it the first time. Maybe it won't go down. Those roaches enough to deal with those Zealots. And the Zealot's going to run back to the warp prism. 4 of them actually do get in. And this one hatch does live. And there's still a lot of spine cores just in this natural. It's going to be very hard for Squirtle to move out unless their spine cores work against Stephano, just because they're going to be easy to force field units in between. There's not much area to maneuver as the roaches are in the middle of these spine cores. It's going to be really easy just to split them up. This one queen is going to be taking out the Phoenix, as we do have a lot of units from Squirtle. Just moving back and forth. Squirtle is turning up. He is just about at 200 supply, so he wants to wait till he's 200. He knows what this army is. He knows it's pure roach. So Squirtle knows he doesn't have to do any damage. He is perfectly happy just turtling because he knows his 200 army is going to demolish Stephano's 200. It looks like Stephano is going to be sacrificing a handful of roaches. At the same time, he is bringing roaches around the back of this. A warp prism is going to be falling back. It looks like another zealot play from that one warp. I just cannot keep my eyes on that warp prism. But it doesn't look like really any damage was done. The roach one and everything's still alive. But these rocks are taken out, so Stephano can maneuver around the map with his roaches, but Blink is coming in. Those roaches are going to go down. But Stephano has to be losing these roaches, but he can't lose them all at once, because if he does lose them all at once, then Squirtle can just win the game. So he's got to take these roaches out as small number of quantities as possible, and also as far away from his base as possible, so he can get whatever units he wants. He is getting 3 infestors right now. That's still a lot of spine crawlers, with a lot of corrupts to take out these Colossus. Colossus is going to go down very quickly. You can just see, look at that. 2 volleys from the Colossus, and the Colossus does fall. And Roach is now trying to take out the Stalkers. He's taking out all the Colossus, so now the spine crawlers are going to be great at defending against this, as I don't think Squirtle can really attack into this many spines. He is going to go down here, look at this base over here, which there is not. And I'm not really missing a warp prism. I feel so bad for missing those warp prisms twice, it looks like. We do have a blink up from the Stalkers. Now going into Stephano's main. The Corruptors corrupting a lot of the Stalkers. And Fulton Groves also going out on those Stalkers. We do have some nice blinking from Squirtle. But Stephano looks like he will be able to hold this. He is getting Lings and Roaches. Maybe he will really be able to hold it as more Stalkers do come in. Those Corruptors need to be Brood Lords, and I don't know where the Spire is, but thankfully it doesn't look like it is at this natural. And out, it's dead. No, it's not down, but it's not going into a greater Spire, so these Corruptors not going to be so useful. We have a fleet ticket on the way for Squirtle, so he is going to be going into Mothership play. Stephano does defend 125 supply to 113. These Immortals now going to be coming out to show himself. And Stephano can't really attack. He's going to be repositioning his spine cores to defend against all these Stalkers. But keep in mind, they are Blink Stalkers, so they can just blink around. Stephano does open up a hole into his base right over there, but now going to be putting more spine cores out to defend that. Stephano just sitting at his 4 base, and Squirtle has caught up in the number of bases and the supply. Both players are at 130 supply right now. And their Stalkers and Immortals going to be pulling back and going to be going back forward. It looks like he can't really make up his mind. The Greater Spire is on the way. And looks like a Colossus drop to deal with these 4 crawlers. Now whooping in a few Zealots, and this 4 crawler is going to be... I don't know why he chooses a Colossus drop to kill a Spore Crawler, because the Spore Crawler was attacking the Colossus, which is a little bit silly. Colossus is now going to be trying to do what it can. It's dead as the corruptors do come. Colossus like, I can go up the Warp Prism and get... Oh no, the Warp Prism doesn't have life. It will be going down due to those corruptors. So Colossus takes it like a man before hopping in the Warp Prism, going to pure energy form. Just explodes, allowing the Warp Prism to get away. We have a lot of high temples out for Squirtle. Going to this worker kill tab, it is 20 workers killed for Stephano, and Squirtle has only killed 14. The probe count 63, the drone count 60. Both the players at 145 supply. We do have a few high temples going up in this Warp Prism. I'm not going to be missing this. I'm just going to go and follow it. The one Phoenix is going to go down to the Corruptors. Very nice play by Squirtle right there, using that Phoenix to take the Corruptors down here so he can do a drop up near the top. There's Corruptors taking out something else, but here we go. And Storm is going to be going on those drones. A lot of Zealots being warped in. Those high tempers just going to go up in this Warp Prism. Zealot's going to try to clean this 1/4 base up. It was already low on health, but it's not going to be going down. The Warp Prism does get away. We do have Squirtle looking like he wants to take this base over in the 6 o'clock. The Warp Prism makes its way all the way back home. And the Mothership now out, but it doesn't look like Squirtle is going for Urkons just yet. When the Broodlord count does get high enough, you can bet you he's going to go for Urkons to take these Broodlords out with a toilet. And at this point, I have seen some Zergs. Well, Stephano won't be doing it now because he's not 200 supply. But if Zergs do get to 200 supply, I started seeing some of them just get 4 Nidus ones. And when the Vortex does go off, they put 4 Niduses underneath the Vortex, or shoot a bunch of infested hands in the Vortex, just so those Urkons won't be so clumped up next to the Broodlords, allowing the Broodlords enough time to shoot stuff out, deal with the Urkons before they just die in 3 to 4 volleys. And we do have Squirtle just playing up all his units. He is on, looks like 5 bases versus the 5 bases from Stephano. It looks like he just placed the pylon here. So you can see if units are going to come to attack this one base. He wasn't thinking about taking the 6 o'clock base. He was just doing that so he can see when a attack is going to be going off on it, because he knows Stephano likes using a lot of multi-pronged attacks. And we have 2 guys now going up for Squirtle. Squirtle at 174 supply, Stephano at 153. There are a lot of infestors for Stephano. Oh my god, 15 infestors. Actually, that's 17 infestors. 8 per row, not 6. And they're all near 200 energy. That is a lot of fungal growths or infested terrans. This is going to be a scary army to fight against. Squirtle is going to be going up against it, but I don't know if he can take this out, actually. That is just too many fungal growths. And there are 10 Broodlords out on the field. The Mothership is out. Will he be able to get a good Vortex off? He doesn't have any Urkons really in his composition. Only 1 Urkon. And it looks like fungal growth now going off. Feedback's going off all these infestors. Another fungal growth, just using them one at a time. Another feedback goes off. Those feedbacks doing so much damage, and you can hear them just going off. And now Storm's going underneath the Broodlords, and now a Vortex. And it looks like this one base is going to be taken out by Squirtle. Squirtle's going to be slowly pulling back. 4 fungal growth going off. Few Stalkers do die to that fungal. Now the Vortex is going to be ending its life. And all the Broodlords do decide to hop in. And that's something you normally don't see, but I guess Stephano knows there are not any Urkons out. This one base does get taken out, so now it is 5 base to a 4 base. And anytime Protoss is ahead of a Zerg in base, it is definitely not good. This one Phoenix is going to be taken out by a single Corruptor. And Squirtle 165 versus Stephano at 148. Squirtle also has a lot more money saved up, 1,500 minerals. That one hatch does fall, and Stephano really only mining off of this one base, while Squirtle, he's mining off of 2 bases. He could be mining off of that 3rd, but he's just not right now. Even has another base going up. So Squirtle doing a great job just trying to poke this base so it cannot go up. And Stephano is showing that he is having troubles holding this one base. Colossus Earthing in the way back. The probe count, let's see what it's at. 63, 240 drones. Stephano isn't really making too many drones. And Squirtle has killed 57 drones thus far. And during the battle, I think he had some high templars up on this one ledge, storming the middle line. I don't think I mentioned that because I was too excited about all the Broodlords getting stormed. We do have a lot of high... Oh my god, 9 high templars sitting in the back for Squirtle. And he is going up on 6 bases, and that is never a good sign for a Zerg player when Protoss is going to be 2 bases ahead of you. I guess this one base is going to be now finishing, but will Squirtle be able to take it out? He is approaching the max supply, so he's going to be wanting to trade armies very shortly. He does have 3 high templars inside of this one warp prism. And it looks like he wants to get a storm drop somewhere. There's a lot of drones at this one base. This is like the last mining base. We can see the spore codes on the edge, and no, he is just going to go up on this high ground and storm that middle line. And a few drones going to be going down. Strong growths go off. But also those high templars are just feedbacking. I don't know if that was really worth it to kill those 3 high templars, just because a few of those infestors did go down to the feedback. And at this point, Stephano cannot be sacrificing any of his army. And Squirtle, I don't think he really cares too much about high templars at this point, because he still has 8 in his army, which is a lot of storms, and all those high templars have so much energy. And a recall is being placed by the mothership, and Squirtle is just going to be going into the main, has all these templars in the back. Infested hands coming out, but so many feedbacks go off on those infestors. And 4 storms going off right underneath all of these Broodlords, and the Broodlords taking some big damage. Vortex is going off, and now those infested hands are coming out. But the Broodlord's going to be taken out. Oh no, they won't be taken out due to those Blink Stalkers. They do get far enough away where the Stalkers don't blink underneath. The Mothership does go down, but at the same time we have a big whooping of Zealots. Just going to be taking away all these macro hatches. And look at all this lava Stephano has. Oh my god. He doesn't even need to inject anymore. He just has so much lava stored up. Now those Colossus and Stalkers definitely going to be going down, but I am more interested right now at looking at all this, going at this periodically, but the Broodlords going to be taking away after this a few Voidoids, which are going down to infested cannons. The Zealots are going to clean that base up, but, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a Zerg player with over 40 lava. And that's well over 40 lava. Each one of these is 24. Yeah, that is a lot of lava. The hatches do go down, 3 of those hatches, and I think this lava will slowly die since there's no more hashes for it. But maybe that's only if the creep does go away and these overlords could go underneath and maybe keep it alive. But that would definitely be a shame if all that lava does die. And Stephano, definitely in trouble. He's only mining off of 1 base still, while Squirtle, he's mining off of so many bases right now. Let's go to this income tab. You can just see the difference in economics. And Stephano just not looking so good. Squirtle with his harassment has done so well. And looks like that will live as long as the creep doesn't go away. So Stephano puts overlords right next to them. But this one, oh my god, so much creep is about to be going down. However, I think he has more creep, more lava than he knows what to do with. Storm's going off again on that middle line. Now moving into an Archon. Going to this rookie kill tab, it is 62. And 22 drones versus 68 drones, but that's not that big of a deal just because of the fact that he only has 1 mining base. The army supply is actually bigger for Stephano. So he's definitely still in this game. But it's definitely going to be hard. He is going to be moving forward. His infestors don't have the most energy. And Stephano has to go on an attack. I don't know if he knows how bad of a situation he is in. But Squirtle is going to be able to reinforce very quickly, as he has all of his supply. The Broodlord's going to be taking out these rocks. It looks like Stephano wants to go for a surprise attack, or maybe just abuse his high ground with the Broodlords to take out this one base. We'll see exactly what Stephano does. Oh no, he's going to be taking a base at the 12 o'clock. While we have a lot of Blink Stalkers using that Voidoid to go up. Bit of a miss micro there, as a lot of Stalkers don't blink up. But now he's going to be taking away these 2 bases, and this is still not looking good for Stephano. Stalkers are going to be blinking away, but now Stephano has left this 1 base wide open, but Squirtle cannot go in because of the Broodlords and Spineglow. So Stephano does get back there in time, and Squirtle cannot trade bases, surprisingly enough. At this point, him being so ahead in Econ for so long, you think he could just take a Lost Stalker's blink, kill this one hatch, say no more mining for you, Stephano, and be done with the game. But if he loses his army, Squirtle will easily lose the game. Stephano, while he's not mining, only at 143 supply, he's still at 116 supply in the army. And some Zergs like to get like 80 or 90 drones, and Stephano has approached the max army of that. So even though he's only at 147 supply, if he had the drones to back up, or not back this up, but just to macro behind this, he would be completely maxed out with 200. So Stephano just playing like a Terran right now, sacrificing his workers even though he doesn't have mules, and is just going to try to get a very scary army. And here we go, the blink does come. These Brutals are going to be going down right here. And all the Corruptors are going to be targeting this mothership down. Vortex does go off. Lots of feedback going off on those infestors. Oh my god, so many feedback. And that is going to have to be game over. Storm now going off. And he's just going to be blanking the Storms right here. Maybe doesn't have the energy to. But Stephano going to be losing this game. 92 supply to 117 the army. Right now is still in Stephano's favor, but again, Squirtle is going to be able to support this, while Stephano just can't. Going back to this army tab, you can see Stephano way behind. He doesn't even have half the income that Squirtle has. Squirtle at 3-2-3 or 3-3-2. Stephano at 2-0 on his air, 2-1 on his ground. He gets behind in every aspect of the game. And now Squirtle just going to be going in. Stephano going to be tapping out any minute now. Maybe he's hoping for the Baronet gods to come in and intervene and say, no, Protoss, you cannot beat Zerg. You can't beat Stephano, and I'm going to drop you. Maybe that's what Stephano's waiting for. Or maybe he thinks he's still in this. But Squirtle just has so much of the econ lead. Storm's going off on the Zergs, and there's really no support for these Broodlords anymore. They're going to be taken out in one volley each by those Stalkers. That one living just slightly too long. There we go. No more Broodlords, and there goes the Grats by Stephano. I want to apologize because I know I missed a lot of Storm drops or that one Warp Prism earlier in the game, but there's a lot going on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Take care, guys, and I will see you next time.